Steve, the moment I told my parents, because there was a defining moment. I'd started stand-up in '85, high school. I started going open mic, once in a while. And then I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be an actor. And I went to community college. And while I was there, I'd go there and do stand-up once in a while. But then my family moved to Florida. My parents moved to Florida. They just love crush it for 10 years and die of a stroke.
Don't use your turn signals.
Right. I don't know what we done.
If you stay in Michigan, the governor just kills you.
Yes, that's best.
So, New York. Yeah. Okay,
So I moved to Florida, and I finally realized that the party mode, searching for my life, I went, you know what?
Well, a man can always dream.
Nice sexy Tifa.
Marlene.
Boobies! Boobies! They like zoom in on her boobs for a reason. They're like, boobies!
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I can help with Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change.
When I saw you in those
5 years.
fucking enormous tits. Jesus Christ, that side boob's huge as fuck.
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get to bed, huh?
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
The administration has issued assurances that they are doing everything in their power to provide aid to those most in need. As yet, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but security services are working tirelessly to identify those involved. If you have any information pertaining to the identity of the perpetrators, please contact your nearest public security officer or security headquarters.
This isn't just television. This goes into magazines and everything else. Who runs the show? Makes the decisions. Angry.
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Okay, I want to get back to...
Brent.
But I love your story about Normal. Chris Kattan.
About that.
Of course I can.
We should talk. Outside.
But you may not be familiar.
Chris, I apologize now. It's just one of those stories. I feel bad for Chris now, but it's one of those...
Daddy, did the people who died ever turn into planets?
Of course.
Rod, certainly.
Norm would...
Here, I'll tell you, so that makes it work. Norm, like I said, I got to watch all the sets of the gala at the St. Anita. My mom did wardrobe costumes for Just for Laughs. Norm was when I decided I wanted to do stand-up comedy. I started writing stand-up at 13 or 14. It was because Norm did a joke. And I still remember to this day, it was 1993, maybe 94. And it was about, because everyone else was going up kind of, short, tight stuff, right? And then Norm went up and his long workroom joke. I read, in the news, it said that this guy killed his family, and chopped him up and put him in a duffel bag because the devil told him to. What if the devil just took off his mask and said, "Hey, it's me, Bob." But he starts doing that and he goes, "Oh, Bob, I got my family here in a duffel bag. Oh, that's one for you, Bob. That's one for you." And I said, "What is this?" I didn't know what it was. And talk about a guy who just had balls of steel.
Dude, I saw him get kicked out of the state of Iowa.
My favorite story was it you in a tell?
No, it was me. That was a different one.
Oh, I love that one.
The tell one?
Oh,
well, I got school's my.
Well, if you don't want to get Chris Kattan, if you don't want to.
Okay.
You can tell any Norm story you want, because he was my white whale. He was supposed to come on the show. I didn't know about his health problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever you want to tell.
Well, fine. So the Kattan one, there's an Iowa one where he gets kicked out. It's pretty damn funny. So we're doing the show. And Pamela Anderson is on. And this is like 96, 97, something like that. And we're doing a Twilight Zone sketch. And while we do the Twilight... Now, Chris... And again, at that time, we're all just trying to make it. I totally understand.
It's not to diminish Chris at all. It's a huge fan
Not
of
at all. Good human being. So Chris, every time there was a hot chick on, he'd write scenes, naturally, to make out, right?
Naturally.
So, with that said...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make your life hard. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how he probably reacted when Burt Reynolds came in.
So now we're doing the sketches. I've got a good show. I got a Go Boy coming in. I got Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee's telling me stories that are horrifying about Motley Crue.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
How could you do that?
And Norm is reading the Twilight Zone sketch. And he's eating carrot.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right.
So it gets picked up, and even I'm like, wow.
And here we are, good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor.
Now we're rehearsals and Kattan's nonstop.
Room 201.
Oh my god, they fixed the fucking doors! Look at that shit! The doors are fixed!
Not even time to decorate.
It took them... They fixed the fucking doors!
Here's your room, 202. Don't worry.
That's fucking hilarious! The doors are fixed now!
You did?
Yes?
The doors look good! They fixed them!
Friend looking for a place to stay. Was that
How are they not on PS4?
It's fine.
Oh, because this game's meant for PS5, that's why.
That one's, you know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Norm's scat. I ain't trying to sell. It's the only thing I'm in. God, I know. Fine. Now we do the dress show. The dress show is set live. Crowds there. They film it. God forbid something happens. They have something in the can. 20 seconds. And Kattan starts like, he doesn't even sound like him. He's horrible. And we're in the crowd.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get
There's
it.
one thing. My money. You guys owe me $2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us. But
That's it?
sorry, we spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, and I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, $2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price.
Now we're about
With
to
what
go
you gave me,
live.
that leaves
1
1,500.
minute, Jim Brewer,
You're the best.
Molly Shannon,
I'll
Chris
see you bright and early at the bar
Norm
then.
McDonald, Pamela
Thanks
Anderson,
again
please
for
give us a
everything.
set.
Sleep tight.
Makeup. And I'm sitting there like, what? It's going to go down right. And it starts again. It's like, oh my God, Norm. And we're live this time. You can even try. Oh my God, Pamela, you're so hot. You're so sexy. You're so beautiful. I love you. Oh my God. If Tommy Lee ever got 30 seconds. Oh my God, Norm, I got 30 seconds. If I got 20 seconds. And I'm looking at Norm.
Guess it's time for introductions.
If that was me, I would have knocked him out. Right. I would have went by him. Yeah. And they go 15 seconds. And Norm's smoking a cigarette. And he goes, yeah, why don't you just tell everyone you're gay? He goes, that's why he's so angry. He goes, you're still in a closet. And the minute you say you're gay, no one cares that you're gay. But that's only for 10 seconds. Every hot chick that comes in here, you want to like eat her out, you make your kids mad, but it's because you're gay. Just say you're gay. 5 seconds! And he's like, Norm, wait, 3 seconds just to make it gay and everything, just let it out, get that. We're live! And Norm turns and says, imagine if you will. Murders! Yeah. And I could, all you see, to this day, if you watch that show and that sketch, you'll see my shoulders doing this because I'm uncontrollably laughing at what just went down. It was one of the, forget those are the moments, I have so many moments like that on this. Hey, just say you're gay. 5 seconds! And he's like,
hey, you okay in there?
Wait, 3 seconds! Just to make it gay and everything, just let it out, get that.
Coming in.
We're live! And Norm turns and goes, imagine if you will. Murders! Yeah. And I could, all you see, to this day, if you watch that show and that sketch, you'll see my shoulders doing this because I'm uncontrollably laughing at what just went down. It was one of the, those are the moments I have so many moments like that on SNL that was so much better.
Get back inside!
Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of a podcast because the stuff that you wanted to make, you're like, oh, if only this had made air, and now I can.
Yes, dude, my father, so when I first got Sunday Live, I fly him up from Florida. He's already pissed because he bought a case of Busch Light from this is pre-9/11. He bought it for like $8. He's all excited. He's gonna go Sunday Live, and my father, my kids on television.
What are you doing, Marco?
He's
This is his
crushing at the
apartment.
Elks Club.
He's got a few problems, but he's
So
not a
now
bad guy.
I bring him
The
up,
landlady asked me to
and
check on him now and
this
then
is
to
the
make
first
sure he's
show,
okay.
Sunday Live, and I get
Can I
cut.
ask you to do the same?
And whatever.
Sure.
Okay, I don't care. I know I got a bunch of more shows. I'm contracted for 9 episodes. My dad's World War II vet, garbage man, sanitate. He would never say garbage. He was too embarrassed. And I say, Dad, don't ever be embarrassed of what you are, man. I look up to you as a man. So he'd always say, sanitation. So we go to SNL, and he's nonstop. Why'd this show sucked? Why'd your sketch why'd your sketch get cut? This show sucks. Who runs the show? It sucks. My dad, it's okay. I'm gonna be on many other shows. Now it's the after show. I'm drinking, getting high with Blues Traveler. I made it. Right. This is the greatest thing ever. We're about to leave. It's probably about 3, 4 in the morning. I go, Dad, I want you to say hello.
You must be Cloud.
He goes, Lauren.
I'm Marl, your landlady.
Jewish?
So how'd you like the place?
You're
from up on high.
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear band, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
I'm not your son's talented. My dad goes. My hand to God, he goes, you know, I flew up from Florida to see a show. It sucked. What happened? Jimmy's sketch got cut. The show sucked. Holy shit. Lauren was a pro. He goes, well, next week, Chevy Chase already inquired. He goes, next week, who gives a shit? I mean, what happened tonight? Because the show sucked. And Lauren was like,
I love that he wouldn't let him go. No, he was trying to be courteous, but he was like, no, I want answers.
What happened tonight? So, did you make these decisions? Because you suck.
I brought $8 a Bush Light.
Bush Light! You suck.
None of that Milwaukee ice. I sprung for it.
I went ape shit. Dude, and that, as embarrassed as I was at that moment, as time went on, I couldn't believe what a damn hero and a real man he was.
Yeah, because that's your first episode and greatest story I've heard of SNL.
Who? I don't think anyone's ever went up to Lorne Michaels and said, your show sucked.
Ever.
And you took him out. It sucked. Dude.
I love it. He's more like my, you know, we'll sit down and you can talk to my dad before I know I have to go after this, but he has more stories like that too. Just my dad is very tactful about it. My dad is, you know, he's so likable, he's nice, he's charming. And I will tell you this, when I grew up, he would find a way. He could find your weak points and cut you down so deeply in a nice way where it doesn't really matter what you were saying. Like, I think I said, you know, one time when I was a teenager once ever, like, oh, I hate you.
Hey. Just so you know,
like, yeah, that cyst isn't quite going down like you thought it would on your nose, is it? You know, that kind of thing.
Let's get down to business,
like,
shall we?
Oh my God, this is my
These
dad,
water filters won't replace
worse than any
themselves.
comic I've ever seen.
Although
you just
the next
pick your
batch
weak
probably
point. I
could,
want
if
to
Jessie put her
get
mind
into
to it.
executives
Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money too. We bring new filters,
And I think I shared
collect
that
the
early
old
on
ones,
because I
and
watched
get
him and I didn't
paid.
realize I couldn't get away with it.
What?
I was like, I'm going to be like him.
Give me a
And I made a
break.
lot of enemies. Let me ask you this before we
I'm
go
not
to
a salesman.
the Mug Club exclusive.
I'm a soldier.
Cigarsdaily.com.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay.
Not an official sponsor,
What
but you
is
get
that?
50% off.
Please?
Yeah, it was.
That's a
Damn,
little cigar
so if you
too,
get
so
that
don't worry if you
close.
want to try one out. This is
Let's
good
get
stuff.
this.
Oh, he's like, fine, whatever.
Yes, there's
Great.
also, I don't think
And while
These
we're at
boobs
it,
get it every time. Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish
yeah.
this was like a 9-hour show.
Oh, we can go as long as we want. We're going to talk about Hollywood pedophiles on the Mug Club thing. We can't do that on YouTube. If you have to be, let me ask you this, because you've done so. And I'm not saying this to shine your ass, but you've done so much. Okay, SNL, and you've done the stuff with Dave Chappelle, but you've also done these specials, so many specials, and you've sold out these huge theaters, and then now you're in this chapter where you sort of, you know, inadvertently became controversial. Again, for people who don't know, go watch some of his commentary and watch his specials. And it's nothing that should be offensive, but to some people it was. If you had to pick, considering how multifaceted your career has been, what would you want? How would you want to be remembered? If people
Go
say
ahead and keep
Jim
whatever we
Brewer
collect.
is,
Seeing as you
which
didn't
one
bring
would
any
that
luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff
To
you
be
need to
dead
buy.
honest,
Thanks.
I'd rather
And don't worry,
my
we'll pay you the
kids
difference after.
be
Barrett's out making his rounds too.
As long as I get it all today.
learn from me as that I was a hero for them, and then I was a hero for my wife and family. As far as the rest of the world,
There's so many
I've always, I feel like
Bitch, what you doing, Ollie? You wanna go?
time I put
Go?
a good human vibe out there, 95% of the time. As far as
Hey
what
there.
they remember, I
Here
can't
to change
control
out your
that.
water filter.
Tifa, baby,
Just-
how you doing? Been waiting
Just
for you
doing
to.
the right thing.
Wait,
That guy always
which
did
is-
his own thing.
Cloud's in
That guy
charge
always
of
just,
collections.
he
He'll
stuck
take
to
your
the
money.
program his own
Sounds like a
program.
pretty sweet
But
gig.
I'd rather see
If
that
you ever
with
need
my
someone to
kids.
fill in,
I
I'll
give
give
them a
them.
little, like what my
In
dad
your
did for
dreams,
me.
maybe.
Yeah.
And my mom, too.
Huh?
And my mom.
But I think you'll be that though for also a lot of other people, some kids who don't
since
necessarily
we're
have a
here,
dad. I will say this, the
maybe
way
we
I
should
see
do a
you
little
is,
shopping.
as someone who can, I
Suppose I could take a look.
He doesn't have a dad. We're back on that old string he's playing. Let's put it in here, Dave. Okay, we get it.
Can you hear me?
You start singing 80 Grant songs?
Oh my God, is she still around?
I think in some capacity.
I thought I was gonna marry her, and I wanted to suck face with her so bad.
You're Chris Kattan. Oh, Amy Grant's so sexy. You want to suck face with Amy Grant? Isn't she good looking?
I
Thanks.
She was cute.
If you're ever
But
in
I
the
will say
market
this:
for anything
I
else,
see you as an
drop on
unwilling
by.
hero,
Especially
an unwilling
We'll
sort
see
of,
you around,
I guess, ambassador.
okay?
The reason that so
And
many
let us
people
know when your filter
support
next needs changing.
is because there aren't many people saying what you're saying. There are talking heads who say it, but they say that every day, and so it really registered as genuine. Where you just said, "I think this vaccine thing, forcing people, it's a bridge too far," and sometimes the best sort of leaders or ambassadors examples are those who never really wanted, like George Washington said, I shouldn't be president for that long. They wanted him to stay there. And so I'm not shining your ass, but I'm just saying you're an example for people who aren't just, your kids are most important. There are a lot of kids out there, like they say comedy babies or like Mitch Hedberg babies. There'll be a lot of Jim
Back up
Breuer
here
babies
and he might
next
throw in a
generation.
freebie or
And I
two.
love that. I want to see
For you,
My
maybe.
favorite saying in the world is say who
You
said this
could try
quote
being a
because
little nicer.
do people
To get
judge
free shit?
the
Not
one
my
who
style.
said that? And then we'll find whatever bad, whatever.
Our
Oh,
next
you looked
stop
at
is
his penis
Stargazer
when you were 6 years old.
Landlady's the fire.
Whatever,
Just
whatever
met her.
they'll find to.
Then you know what to
I
expect.
love the saying.
Remember, she's a good
This
friend
one
of
saying
Avalanche,
changed my life.
so be nice.
One person can change the whole world for the better, as long as they don't give a damn who takes the credit. And that was that moment. It's just my friend Larry's like, bro, just walk the walk. Let people say, I like the way that guy walks.
I'm trying to think about
He
this.
walks the walk.
Yeah.
You can talk all you want. Walk.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called
Yeah.
Avalanche.
And that is, and I'm gladly
Marl.
taking
Got some
that
filters
role
for you.
as long as
Tifa,
it's all
my
aligned
dear girl.
where it should be.
Oh,
Whether it's
what's
God,
he doing here?
whatever it is.
Working?
I'm such a sort of
Be
like
nice.
wannabe detective. I didn't think you were a singer.
Klaus helping me with
I figured it's not a
collections.
singer. Or you said the
better
lyric. the person
take
who said
care
it.
of
I know
her.
who said it.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
You gotta walk the walk,
That
right?
I do.
It's
Still,
fun.
better him than
It's
you.
Universe. Working people
The
don't find your
charm,
tour dates.
the wit, big sword, but
Jim
no
Rebecca, we're gonna go to
skills.
Month Club exclusive.
I've got skills.
Thank
Be
you guys.
nice.
I'm looking at the wrong camera here. This is
I'm doing
cast
my
strength
best.
bourbon. I told you it'll.
You're looking
It'll
awfully
hit you. No,
glum.
you're talking. This is your
Are you
camera.
getting enough sleep?
And
A
we'll
good
see you
long
tomorrow.
rest if you're anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5 years, give or take. But never mind that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons store.
Don't try anything funny or you'll get
Hey, if it isn't Tifa. You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out!
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion. Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know,
Maybe a lesson for life on the ground floor.
Slapstick comedy. Bruce plays
Connections
Eddie
get you
Hawkins,
jobs.
who's just been
Jobs
released from
build you
prison
rep.
after serving
And
his
more
time
rep
for
gets you
committing
better
robberies.
connections.
He's supposed to be the
How do I
most skilled
start?
burglar in the world. Yeah, so
Why not
skilled
help out
he
the
gets
neighborhood
caught.
watch?
Anyway,
They're mostly
all he wants
volunteers,
is a
but you'll get to know
cappuccino,
people.
But he gets forced into doing
Yeah,
another big
okay.
heist when he's blackmailed
Didn't see
by
anybody
members
at
of
the
a
office,
mafia
so
crime
let's head up
family
top.
known as the Mario Brothers. Wow, the Mario Brothers. And I'm sure it's a conscious reference because they mentioned Nintendo multiple times.
Wow.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Huh?
Oh, hey, Cloud.
Surprised they were able
Looking
to
to
say
join the
that while
neighborhood
having an
watch?
official tie-in
That
with an
depends.
NES game.
What does this neighborhood watch do? Lots of stuff, really. But our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one else, we don't want to hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out.
For Atari, instead
For
of this.
example... What about your sword? I could mod it for you. No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist?
Yeah.
I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my game.
So in the film, the bad guys force
Come
Bruce
on.
to steal
At least let me
works
show
of
you how it's
Leonardo
done.
da Vinci. Not because they want them, but because they contain secrets. It's like the Da Vinci Code, but shitty. The secrets are that Da Vinci hid crystals in them. Crystals needed the power of a machine that turned lead into gold. The criminal's master plan is to flood the market with gold so that it'll crash the world's economy. Do you even care at this point? All you need to know is
All
it's a
set.
movie. It has
Needless to
Bruce
say,
Willis.
you'll have to try
He's
it out to
screaming his
appreciate
head
the
off.
difference.
He's doing that stupid laugh he does.
We'll do you one better. Spread the word to everyone who'll listen about the new Mercantown.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So, where are these monsters?
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
But you don't know the way, do you?
We don't.
The slapstick humor
Sure thing.
is so dumb.
I know these
and
streets
so
better than
unfunny,
anyone.
It becomes funny again. Just as an example, there's a running gag where he keeps trying to drink a cappuccino and something always happens. So the film's a mixed bag. Let's see what kind of bag the game is. First, I need a beer. Well, the first thing to mention is the cover art. The PAL version has Bruce Willis's face, but the North American version does not. So what gives? Did Bruce Willis have a problem with one part of the world using his likeness? Did he find out how bad the game sucks and had the art pulled? That's a copy of Hudson Hawk on the NES. But check out his in-game character. Wow. Flat top, super suntanned, not even close to Bruce Willis. Seems the movie made more references to Nintendo than Nintendo actually made references to the movie. The first stage, you're trying to rob an auction house, which actually does follow the film, although your main weapon is throwing baseballs that fly in an arc over everything. Okay, in the movie, he does throw a baseball. In like one scene, but it's to break a window in order to use a grappling hook. So instead of the grappling hook, we get the fucking baseball.
Okay.
You have to use the baseball to distract dogs. There's tons of dogs always ready to
Feedback
drag
on
your
there,
ass
guys.
off a building. Are there dogs?